Hello, welcome to my channel everybody. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 1st of September. Now if you are new here, I just let my guides channel through to you. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Hit those like buttons guys, always comment. I love hearing from you. It might take me a day to get back to you sometimes because we are on different sides of the world. I am here with my doggos. I've got Sophie here and I've got Sprocket over here asleep. They've both had a walk today and a bone, so they should be pretty tired, so fingers. Let us get through the reading. Firstly, I just wanted to say too, in this morning's video I did talk about apparently someone, or a lady called Monica, I'm not sure of her last name. She was arrested during the Melbourne protests. She's organising, or there's something around some global walkout. You guys might know a bit more about it than I do. And I wanted to give you her YouTube channel is Reignite Democracy Australia. So if you go on and tap on that, maybe share these videos, start to get that information out to people, because a mass global walkout would be absolutely brilliant. Oh God, imagine if everybody stood up at the same time. It would be so good. Not seeing it happening, but you know, the more the merrier. We're always welcome people over here on my channel, won't we, into our world that we've created, Terra Bella. So I'll just close my eyes now and we'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Yeah, they're showing me these government leaders. I'm getting the rocket launch again. Now we have been talking here this week about the rocket launch in relation to the rocket that was about to take off and fly around the moon or something, but it was like an epic fail. And I did relate it to the reset starting to take off again, because they went a bit quiet for a while because too many people were waking up, and now they've had to kind of get it, they've turned the dial up and they've got the reset coming out again, and it's showing me that it's firing up on both cylinders. So it's like all cylinders. I guess there's probably 3, is there rocket heat things, I don't know what you call them, down the bottom, but this is what they're saying. It's like firing up on all cylinders, so it's like all systems go. Now this is the global elites and the reset leaders. It's like they're now got it all happening. So we've got this rocket there ready for takeoff. Let's hope it's an epic fail like the actual takeoff the other day that people turned up to watch and it was just nothing happened. There was some engine failure apparently, which fingers that indicates where the reset's headed. And oh, Sophie, gosh, she pushed me off the chair. Sophie, oh my goodness, my dogs, honestly. So that's what I'm getting. It's all systems go now. So oh God, so it's the relaunching of the reset agenda, and we know it is. And look, I've been talking a lot about these areas like Switzerland, Sweden, Germany, Belgium, Munich. I keep getting these places, and I really still feel there's a lot going on in these areas around this renewables. I keep saying it, been saying it for a few weeks now. So there's definitely still something happening up there. Hopefully you guys know about it and it's not hidden from you. Oh, which is a high probability. We know how sneaky they are. I'll just see what else we get today. So we've got the all systems a go with the rocket launch of the reset agenda. I just need some coffee, hold the fort. Nothing better than a good coffee, is there? Let's see what else we get. And see, this is what the guides are saying. The windows of opportunity are still here. So the window is still propped open. I talked about the windows of opportunity a long time ago, and that someone had propped the window open, probably us, because we're the naughty children who always seem to escape out the window and do everything, and keep it propped open for other people to get out. So the window of opportunity is still open. So what they mean by that is that the window of opportunity is still open for people to fight back against this reset and government. This ain't over yet. We know it's not over yet. God, we've been doing it for 3 years. I don't know. I don't even know how we got here. But this is what I'm saying. The window of opportunity to fight back is still here. Fingers crossed that something does happen in September. So that's what I'm seeing, that the window is still propped open to fight back against government. Hang on, let's see where else we go. Now, for some reason, I'm getting London. I'm getting there's something lifting the lid on London. Things are going to be exposed in London. There's something going on. This could be, ooh, oh my gosh, my dogs are very high maintenance. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting something about the London's train system, London subway. There's going to be, I'd say there's going to be some real shifts and changes being made. And look, to be honest and to be fair to government, not that I'm usually very fair, but those subway systems, I think, in London are very, very old and very dated. And they're kind of, personally, what the guides are saying is they are quite dangerous. So if they're trying to improve and make changes there, this is what I keep saying about the reset. It's not all bad. Certain aspects of it are, and we know that here, but there's some aspects that is just progress, you know, moving with the times and improving things. So I'm getting this lifting the lid on London, but it's showing me like the underground tunnels. Things might be exposed around these areas, like things that might have been hidden from the past will start to come out. I do feel like there's a lot of old history in London, isn't there? If we think about it, really. I've never been to London myself, but I know if anyone out there has, let us know a little bit about your experience of London. But I am getting this, I'm getting that, yeah, I'm just getting that, like the underground tunnels. But it could be around that subway system, or it could also be that things start to get exposed as they're trying to improve the infrastructure of the rail system and the networks. Then there's like things start to become more exposed. And that could even be to do with your history in London. There's things that they might find that relate to the history. I'm getting that, but it could also be, like I said, that improving of the rail systems. It's not a bad thing. So I'm not trying to just be doom and gloom. I'm trying to just let you know that these are the kind of things that they're currently working on. That infrastructure, again, transport. They're saying planes, trains, and automobiles. That's what they're coming for. We know that, but it's not all negative. You know, we have to modernise and go with the times a little bit. You know, we certainly sort of put resistance up to a lot of these things, but sometimes it's just, I guess you could also say it's just progress, isn't it? It's like anything. You know, we all used to have well, most of you here, not all, we all used to have the dial phones, remember? And now we've all got the smartphones, and it's all just digitally ridiculous. We can hardly keep up the pace. And we even fought that back then when they first bought the first brick phone out. It was so clunky and chunky. Certainly you couldn't put it in your pocket, could you? But, you know, now we've moved with the times. So sometimes that's what they're saying, the guides, is it's not all bad. It's just that adjustment that we have to make. So I'm definitely getting London and something about this infrastructure and the tunnels. There's going to be changes. And maybe things exposed too that'll be quite interesting historically. Let's see where else we go today. Oh, I'm getting France. Oh, we know old Macron over there is doing his little rollout, but he's a lot more mature, so he brings it out in a much softer manner that's more receptive to the people. But I'm getting that he's catching up with Canada. Oh no! So he's not far behind Canada. He's wanting to roll out all these apps and things as well. He's just sort of waiting in the wings for the right time. It's like he's got better timing than Trudeau. Trudeau just hits people too hard, whereas Macron eases people into it. He does that trickery. See, it's that trickery of pretending that the people have got are playing a part in their decision process, and that's that maturity. See, I always talk about, you know, he might not be the most popular bloke, but he approaches things very differently. So I'm getting that France is sort of catching up now with Trudeau. With Canada, rather. Oh my gosh, the sun's coming out. It wasn't there a minute ago. Sorry, guys. I hope you can still see me. Let's see what else we get. I'm getting Australia, New Zealand. I'm getting the fight back. There's definitely some sort of fight back that's coming. In New Zealand as well. This could be globally too, but I am definitely getting Australia, New Zealand. I think the Netherlands, you're going to rise up. I'm definitely getting that. For some reason I'm getting this, I'm getting that, do you remember that show called Twin Peaks? Wasn't that a weird show? That was a long time ago. I'm getting these Twin Peaks for some reason. Now, when I'm thinking Twin Peaks, there was a show, it was like a bit of a mystery. I can hardly remember it. But they're saying Twin Peaks means there's like two mountains. So what I'm getting at the moment is that we're on our own mountain over here. So this, oh my God, my dogs are pushing me over. Look at Sophie pushing me over. Oh my God, they're so tired. She's falling asleep sitting up. They're showing me that we're on our own mountain over here. So we're still living in our freedom, our own lives. We're making our own choices. And this is our Terrabella mountain that we often sort of talk about. But now they're showing me that these other people that are waking up are having to create their own mountain. So we're on still on a very different, what would you call it? Vibration, I guess, to these other people that are waking up. They're going to have to create their own mountain. And it's not that we're not willing to share, but I guess you could kind of put it that we're ahead of them. If you think of Twin Peaks or you think of mountains, they're not always equal. And I don't mean equal in that, from that ego. I don't mean that. I mean, they're still climbing up mountains to get to this mountain. God, I talked about it this morning, that Climb Every Mountain, from The Sound of Music, the one with Julie Andrews, and how you've got to go through all the sort of tough times to get to the top of the mountain. So it's like Twin Peaks. They're showing me that these people are trying to get still up to the first mountain. You know, they've still got a long way to go. And I think that's the image that the guides are trying to say to me. They've still got a long way and a lot of climbing to do to get out of that narrative and to start, oh God, I can't find the shade of the tree. There's still no leaves on my tree yet. Hang on. We're still coming out of winter and there's all buds. Oh, it's nice though to see the sun. So that's what I'm getting. They've still got a lot of mountain climbing to do, which can be quite treacherous, as we know, going through the things that we did with our soul breakdowns and having to emerge into who we really are. So I still feel like it's almost like the guides are saying we're still really protected on this mountaintop. It's like our own, if you're here on my channel or you've just tapped on and you're woken up to all the garbage that you've been getting fed for the last 3 years, we're still on this mountaintop protected. We're sitting there with our flags from all different countries. We've joined together. We've united as like-minded people and people who are on that same wavelength and that think the same and see the same things through our senses. So we are still on our mountaintop. And and as you know, the guides always say they raise us up so we can stand on mountains. God, they're funny, aren't they? They're always putting us up on some mountaintop. Oh my God. But they're saying like, we've earned this. We've earned this because we do it with great humility. It's never like, ha, look at us, we're on the mountain. It's not that king of the castle kind of energy. We're just up there because we're relaxed, we're chilled, we're observing things, and that's our peaceful place that we've found. So that's what the guides are kind of saying. That's why this morning we got that Climb Every Mountain. But these people, and I'm getting the Twin Peaks, because they're still having to climb over mountains to kind of get to the bigger mountain, which is further over. So they've still got a while to go, unfortunately, but they do have to stand up now. Things are kind of getting to that. I said this morning, it's that tipping point, the fork in the road for them. They have to stand up now, or they're going to lose their lives forever. But they're starting to see it now. They are. Let's see what else we get. Now the guides are saying that we have to hold our visions really strong and inside of us. It's very, very important that we hold strong visions. So we have to kind of, what would you say? It's almost like they're showing me, like we have to look at our visions and the things we're trying to create in our life, like a slide projector. You know, when in the old fashioned, people probably don't have them anymore. The old slide projector, you'd put a picture in and then you'd turn the light on the projector and it'd shoot it up on the screen or on the wall. You'd have the white board and the projector would shoot it up. Well, this is what we've got to do now. We've got to start to, it's almost saying like create our own slideshow moving forward. So we've got to create the visions now and start to see these things, make these things happen, manifest these things, allow things to come into our life, new experiences. We've got to start creating it. So it's like creating a slideshow. I guess what the guides are kind of, oh God, sorry guys, the sun. The guides are kind of saying it's like when you go on holidays. Like, remember when you'd have an aunt or an uncle or someone who'd go on holidays years ago, mostly when most of us were kids, and then they'd show you the big slideshow of their holiday, whether they went to some tropical island or they went to Disneyland or something, and you'd have to sit through the whole slideshow. Boring as when you're a kid. But this is what the guys are saying for us now. We can create any slideshow we want. We can take a snapshot, and that we're really good at creating it. So that's what I want you guys to do today. Start to get that visual in your mind of creating things. It's like, for example, out here I've got I'm a really big gardener. This is just an example. You guys all have different things, and my husband loves Japanese things, so we've created this beautiful like Japanese garden. And it's really come together. I've done research and got the right plants. We've got a wooden bridge that's all in proportion, and sort of we've created that. But see, that started as a little image. You know, I'd get on Pinterest and get different ideas of where to put the rocks and these sort of things. So this is what the guides are saying to you out there. Let me know down below what you want to create. You know, maybe we could share some of our experiences with other people. I'm also doing my veggie patches here as well. I'm building those at the moment. So these are examples of what we've got to put our vision on, and then we've got to create it, because manifesting plays a really big part in our lives moving forward, and that's what the guides are kind of saying to us. We've got to keep creating, because it's by keeping creating, it teaches us to live in the now. It brings your mind and your thoughts back in. You're out in nature, for example, doing my gardening. You don't have to be, that's just what I'm saying. So there might be something you've always wanted to do, always wanted to try. So now it's like creating that slideshow of your life, so that you can look back and say, oh, look, I did that, even despite, you know. And funny enough, for a lot of us here on my channel, I've just got to move the camera, guys. I'll just move my seat. With the lockdowns, we did get really creative, and we did get really created a bit of a slideshow anyway back then. A lot of people did. Our lives really changed. A lot of people started working from home. Gosh, I used to play games with my kids, like board games, and everything changed. So we also, this is what the guides are saying, we have to keep creating our slideshow. And that's the message for you guys, is not to sit idle, because we don't want, the guides are saying, we don't want the dust and the cobwebs settling on us like we're just sitting here and all the cobwebs and the dust is just settling on us. We've got to keep moving and keep ourselves really like active, energized, and full of life and laughter and hope. They're saying hope as well. Oh, that's the song I'm getting today. Oh no, my daughter loves that song. What's that song? High Hopes? I'm sure you guys know it. I don't know who sings it. She would. High hopes. It's actually a modern song. If you look up High Hopes, I'm sure it'll come up. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. And it's a great song, and it's really upbeat. So I'm going to leave you with that song today, because we have to keep our hopes going, and that's what this is about, creating that slideshow. Look, I will leave a on this side, isn't it? I will leave a video about how to manifest. My sister is a genius at manifesting. I might leave that one here. I've learned so much of her about how to manifest and create things into your life. She's absolutely gifted at it. She can just like put her thoughts on things and bam, they turn up. It's really bizarre. So I'm going to leave that video here if anyone's interested in learning how to manifest and create our visions and our slideshows and bringing things into our lives. I'll just see if there's something else to close with today. Yeah, I'm just getting, take charge of your lives now. See, we've got the reins. They're showing me we're on a horse, and we're often, you know, galloping along, but we're really in charge of it. It's like we've got the energy of the horse. Sometimes if you're not real good with horses, I know some of you out there might be good and some aren't. Horses are really sensitive creatures. If anyone that's ever ridden them, they can often try to dominate and take charge, but it takes a lot of strength to really use your energy to take charge of the horse, because they feel it down the reins. So we've got to make sure we're putting out the right energy to keep moving our life forward, and that's the message I'm going to leave you with from the guides. And we're going to go and check out the song High Hopes. I'll leave my video over here about my sister, because she's absolutely brilliant. I've learnt so many life lessons off her about how to distract yourself when you're going through troubled times and things like that. We've actually done a couple of videos together, and actually she's coming down in a couple of weeks, so I might even shoot a couple with her again, because she's truly gifted at doing a lot of things. She's been through a lot of tough times, and she survived it really well. She's had cancer. She had a son in a really bad motorbike accident. So she's a good person that I've really learnt a lot off. So I'll do a couple with her when she's down. So I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Go check out the song High Hopes, because we've got lots of hope, haven't we? And yeah, just have a wonderful night, everybody. And I'll say goodbye from my doggos. See, they're quiet today, aren't they? They haven't interrupted us because they're too tired. So I'll say goodbye from Australia, from my beautiful spring day and my big sprocket. He's always got to get in. There he is. Oh, there's Sophie. All right, take care, everybody. I'll say goodbye from Australia. Don't forget to comment, hit the like buttons, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.